Night City. This is Dark Skies 2078. We just switched virtual tabletops, and we're taking this one on a test run. So I just want to kind of make sure everybody is locked in where you need to be. You're able to access your character sheets. You're able to see the kind of that side slot. And as of right now, the only thing that we're not able to all see, and I'm definitely going to reach out to Solution at some point later. It's not super important for tonight, but the icons are not showing for everybody on the map. It looks like it's showing for my side, my observer, but for whatever reason, some of the players are saying they can't see them. Um, so, you were given a job. Regina Jones is looking for an individual by the name of Edgar. He has a chop shop. He's a mechanic located in Arroyo. For that purpose is here. Okay, why is that not working? Okay, now I'm just having problems of a general kind. Cool.
Oh, solution says journal, blue icon left side.
Got it.
Also, high solution.
So journal notes, toggle notes display. Did that do it?
I can see Edgar the Mechanic's Chop Shop,
And some other
6th
ones.
Street,
Great.
Voodoo Boys.
Perfect. Okay, so kind of zooming in a bit here, you can see Edgar's Mechanics Chop Shop. That's the location that you'll be going to. You're there to recover Edgar, take him and put him in the driver's car, and search his establishment for the product that he was supposed to be moving through to Regina. So again, everybody on the player side, to view the notes, click on your journal notes and click on the little magnifying glass that'll show those on your side. But yeah, it's located in Arroyo. That's the location you're going. I don't believe anybody in this group has a car except for Breed. Right?
Pretty sure that's the case.
Cool. So Breeze's car cannot fit all of you. Actually, no, I think it can fit everybody. It's just an extremely tight fit. It is a ground car, so it has 4 seats. The 2 seats in the back are like maybe a foot away from like the front seats, so you're kind of just like crunched in there. But yeah, another thing to note is we have the characters of Breeze, who was just mentioned. Bear with me here. Where's the thing that I do? Oh man. Hold on a second. I practiced this and I did a horrible job. Bear with me here. Right click on Breeze, view character artwork, show to players. Breeze. And then we have Bunny Doll. We have Riff. And because I think it would be funny just to skip and move on past this point, I am also going to reference Rem, who is also coming along for the gig. So those are our 4 edge runners for tonight. Again, job's very simple, and this will be taking place on the Wednesday of that second week of March. Okay, so if you kind of group up, get together, pile into Reese's car, and then kind of head over there. What you'll notice mainly is that Arroyo is filled to the brim with sounds of gunfire. It's definitely a lot more than you kind of normally expect. Not anywhere near where you're going. It just seems like a lot of the streets that you kind of drive through to get to this location do seem to kind of have gunfights kind of squabbling here to there in alleyways near to, and kind of close. If anybody wants to go ahead and roll a local expert for Santo Domingo, if you have it, you can. If not, no rolls. It'll be under education, If you're not exactly sure where a skill is located, the bottom left there is a search bar. You can type in local expert.
Steve also dropped from Discord call.
Oh. Okay, we're just having a great time with him as far as functionality goes. Okay, we'll wait a second on that, but for now he's just a glorified car. So worst case scenario is we'll just drag a solution in here to Netrun, but we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Don't you go hopping around quite yet. But yeah, you arrive at the location. If you kind of zoom in on that spot on the map, you can see that it has. And I'm going to move this token aside a little bit so you can see. You'll see that it's kind of a grouping of warehouses, facilities, like shops that are kind of tucked inside of like an area there. You'll be coming at it from the north side, kind of over here-ish, about where Sewing Artist token is located, and you'll probably want to park like right up front when you get to it. Pulling up to the chop shop, you will see that it is very simple, and it doesn't look like it has a main door on the front. The main door is on the right side. But pulling up to the front of it, you can see that they have a kind of branded logo. It looks like it's kind of a franchise situation for diagnostics and eco repair. The building itself looks like it is kind of on the north side of that parking area, and you can park just near here on the right side. Looking at the situation again, like I said, there's a door on the right side, and then this kind of garage door here in the front. Our points of egress, it's up to you how you want to kind of engage the space, or if you want to look around the area. So I'll start with Riff, not favoritism, I swear. What would you like to do first when you kind of get out of the little car?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. You said there's a door like onto the right here. It's kind of like I'm assuming like
Well,
a normal
no,
walk-in door.
it's like on around the right side there is a door. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm gonna walk around to that door and knock on it.
Okay. So when you get to that door, the door is actually completely gone. It looks like there are a couple of slats of wood that were kind of put up, not wood really, kind of a particle board substance, mostly plastic, that looks like it was put up at some point after the door was removed, and it looks like it too was broken through. You kind of have a clear, obvious entrance into the space, but like seeing this kind of debris and kind of destruction may put you on edge. So while you're doing that, I'm going to check back in with the other two. Rem, kind of obviously keeping an eye around the area, you will notice that across from this chop shop, across the yard, as you kind of saw, it's a pretty decent yard. But because you're so observant, you would see that there is another shop across the way, which also looks like it is a kind of, car repair location. And there appears to be a dead body sitting just outside of it.
I was gonna say, is that dead body there?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Yippee. She would kind of look at the metal door, rolling door, and then the dead body. Did we get a description of the guy that we are looking for?
Yeah, so you would have gotten details regarding Edgar. He is on my NPC, I believe, under miscellaneous. He's an older guy. He has a gold-plated left hand, cyber hand, attached to a meat arm. He's a smoker, typically wearing kind of like a weird carbon fiber chain mesh that he wears on like a t-shirt. And yeah, he kind of has a look about him that's I don't know. He just looks rugged. And you probably would have gotten a picture from Regina. She usually does send such information around. So this is
Okay.
Edgar Dawson.
Sick. So Rem would kind of go over and like peer at the body just to make sure it's not him.
Okay. So as you're kind of
Because she
moving,
said she hasn't gotten contact from him for a while, right?
it's been about a week, yeah, a week or two. And when you come over to this body, you would see that the individual appears to be a Valentino gang member with Valentino kind of tattoos. It looks like the individual was punched in the chest so hard that it stoved in their rib cage and internals.
Mm-hmm.
And based on their positioning, you're pretty sure that they got punched from somewhere else. I'd like for you to go ahead and make a perception roll.
Cool.
Like they were punched in like fluid distance is what I mean.
Yeah. That's what I was getting. I was getting at what you're putting down. Confirm.
All right, so perception roll 13. You're looking around, and it's pretty clear based on like the blood splatter that kind of trailed after him. It looks like to the right, around the building, like he got punched by somebody who was following him from around the building. You think?
Mm-hmm.
Before you continue on, you walk over, check out the dead Valentino, kind of scope that out. While that's happening, Bunny Doll, you're not as observant as Rem. She's a media, it's what she do. But you see Riff kind of wander off this way. You see Rem kind of wander off that way. Let's just say that Breeze is kind of trying to figure out his cyber deck, get it ready, and checking out for net architectures. What are you doing?
I guess I'll just kind of look around. Like I see the big door there, and I know that there's something off to the right. But
Yeah, that's that's on
it's
the other side of the yard. Let me go ahead and move us back to the space that we're looking at here. This is the space that you're going in, that you're supposed to go find him at. And kind of looking at it, you'd see that there's a one of them thingies on the left side. I don't know what that's called. An elevator lift,
Scissor lift.
Yeah.
scissor lift.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for being a smart boy. And then Riff went around to the side. You did driving in see that there was kind of like a back area as well, kind of like an open lot behind this space. So, again, this is the building you're looking at, but it looks like Rem's kind of investigating the other side.
Yeah, I think I will kind of like tentatively peek around the opposite side of the building, see if there's anything going on over there, and
Okay.
try not to get too far from, the rest of the party.
Yeah, so kind of looking at the left side, there really isn't much other than like a kind of wall presence there. I'm going to move us to kind of the rear entrance, or the rear side kind of look to it, so you can kind of get a vibe of what I mean. Kind of on what would be your left, there are those buildings that kind of have the very high slanted roofs, and those structures that look like they're windows aren't. Um, the back of this building, you would have drove in from kind of like right where the camera is, like right underneath the camera, and kind of drove past that brick wall slash like fenced off wall there, kind of here-ish. And so you're actually standing like way over here, I guess would be kind of appropriate for showing wise, like kind of like over here. Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything to the left other than like a weird little building that really doesn't look like it's going to give anything like access wise. You think that there might be an avenue for kind of going up onto the building and checking out like what's inside that way. You'd also see that Rem's kind of up to something and looks like she's kind of moving off on her own potentially, and then Riff is also kind of moving off on his own. So it's up to you if you want to just split off on your own or kind of attach yourself to one of those two.
I know I'm not great on my own, so while I might want to do some investigating, I'll stick close to them.
Okay. Since we are having some issues with the Netrunner, and it's fine, it's totally fine, I'm actually just going to go ahead and really quickly retcon the story. I don't want to drag a Netrunner in here. Mainly, I was hoping to kind of make sure that Steven was kind of being briefed on how net running works, and teaching Solution how to do that is, in my opinion, pointless, since he taught me all of this shit. So I'm just going to drop in another character and you all know what it is, because I'm a terrible and horrible hack, and I like.
Is it Ragu?
It's Rattel.
Rotel?
So this guy's also there. He's the one that drove you. And instead of fixing his cyber deck, I'm just going to say that he was getting his weaponry ready. Okay, so he will probably post up with Rem, in all honesty, and kind of say to Riff, "Hey, don't go in alone. Just keep an eye out." And he'll move over and kind of see what you're doing. Kind of switching back to that space, you go around the way then? Rem? With Bunny Doll kind of
Oh,
in
yeah.
Okay. So once you kind of make your way around the corner, you see that there's like a small basketball, like half court segment there. You see two dead bodies. One of them looks like a Valentino that looks like he was literally dunked into the basketball hoop. And then it looks like a 6th Street gang member who looks like he was absolutely just bludgeoned to death. I'd like for you two to go ahead and make perception rolls. There are a couple of factors here. I've set multiple DVs, so depending on what you roll, depends on if you kind of unlock that information. Cool.
15.
And the DVs are...
Is that me too? Who else is...
that's you, Bunny Doll, sorry.
Okay, perception. Oh, how do I do that here?
No worries. When you have your character sheet open, you're looking for the perception skill, and you'll just click the word. It should drop it. Perception is under awareness, which should be at the top left. And
Yeah, do I just click it or?
Yeah, you click the word perception. It should drop it.
Nope. It opens up a box.
Yeah, so then
you'll have to confirm.
Yeah, those are modifiers. If there's any modifiers or situationals, this would be the time to ask it. Then you hit confirm and it'll throw it. Cool. Okay, so I lied about you being bad at perception. You're apparently better at it than fucking Rem, and I apologize for doubting you. Rem...
Bunny Doll's on high alert.
I live in the Glen. I'm scared my entire life. So what you would see, Rem, is that it does look like this is
hypervigilant.
It does appear that this is gang conflict, right? You know that the 6th Street gang and the Valentinos are currently in conflict. They've been in conflict for a while, kind of fighting over the Arroyo Canal space, kind of dipping into Vista del Rey and Arroyo. So these two being here in some sort of fight, that's not weird. The weird part for you is that it doesn't look like either of them were killed by one another because they had guns out, and it doesn't look like anybody did any shooting here.
It looks like they were killed by someone else.
It looks like they were killed, like manhandled, like they were physically beaten the shit out of. And you would see that the 6th Street gang tagging looks like it's been sprayed over Bunny Doll. And you kind of notice it, like, very noticeable. Walk over to it and tap the paint, and it's really fresh, like it was done within the last hour.
Dang.
And those who are not familiar with the Animals gang present here, the Animals are basically like the booster gang of booster gangs. They want to make their muscles as big as they can. They want to be as strong as physically possible.
They're possibly trying to get the drugs.
They might be involved in some way with, something here. They definitely... You're pretty sure that, like, everything that you're seeing here, Bunny Doll, and kind of confirming with Rem, that the Animals are probably the ones responsible for this, this situation here. At least the dunking of the Valentino and the other one outside, yeah.
Yeah.
The Animals, the ones that had
Elmano's hand?
Elmano's hand, yeah.
Yeah, there were a small clique of them that had that, yeah.
Gotcha.
Rattel will kind of look... he's kind of maintaining a position in between Riff and you guys, so that he's kind of acting as kind of moderation. Riff, do you kind of heed his warning, or do you kind of like peek in and kind of like get a look around the corner and check out what's in the chop shop?
I'm definitely peeking in for sure.
Okay. So what you would see when you kind of pop in there is like straight across the space from you, it looks like there are machines that are currently kind of activated and working on a very old looking vehicle. Near to there, you can see an older but possibly still functional AV car. So this is like a flying car that would be kind of underneath the space there, and it looks like there's a big pile of junk off to the left side. Now I'm going to pause for a second. There is an adult variant of this interaction, and there is a less adult version of this interaction. I'm going to ask the players who I have on the docket, which would you prefer? Adult?
The adult one sounds funny.
Okay. You can see a guy who looks exactly like Edgar with his pants around his ankles getting blown by a woman.
Good for
Okay.
him.
And you do not know, like, who else is in the space other than those two. And there's a kind of heavy sound of, well, obviously,
Yeah.
fellatio. But then also, there's like a massive kind of air turbine on the north side that you can't see from your position. You just have an understanding that it's there and it's making a lot of noise. And then the occasional burr bzz, 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 as the automated tooler is kind of working on the vehicle.
Yeah. Through the hollow, I'll let them know, like, hey, I found the target.
Bertel will kind of, start moving. He'll kind of give a gesture as he kind of makes his way back across the yard.
Rem will kind of signal to Benny Doll, like, let's go.
The hollow
Just keep an eye out.
was the hollow call. Did the hollow call include Regina or no? Riff.
If you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
She'll say, "Driver's incoming," and so you kind of, get a notice for that. It seems like there is kind of like a heads up on your map display in your Chiron that seems to denote like their location. They're probably about 3 to 5 minutes out.
cool.
Doesn't look like he's going anywhere, though.
Do you wait for
I mean,
him to finish, or do you move on him currently?
this wouldn't be the first time I've interrupted something like this, so
Fair.
I'll wait till the rest of the party gets closer, and then once like they're within like running into the door range, I'll be like, "Are you open for business or?"
Yeah. So when you say that, you see him kind of like immediately drop down, grab his pants, and her kind of like move away and kind of rush off. It doesn't look like she kind of knows where to go, and then after a fashion, kind of like starts looking at the door and at you.
Step out of the way of the door for her.
He kind of like pulls his pants up and kind of looks at you and says, "Who the fuck are you?" And then she'll kind of move towards the door, pass by you, pass by Rattel, and then the two girls will kind of come up behind them, and you'll kind of see her pass out. Does anybody stop her from leaving, or do you let her go?
Reason to stop her.
Again, it may or may not be important. I'm just putting it on the table just to ensure that there's no kind of like lost moments, and you're like, "Oh shucks," if something came up.
Yeah. Rem would say, hey, look out for yourself. Gangers are around. Animals.
She'd kind of give you like a no shit kind of look and kind of move off if nobody else fucks with her.
She'll like motion to the dead body behind her.
She probably the first time she notices it. It's Night City, right? It's just like a thing laying on the ground. Very common for things to be laying on the ground in Night City. Oh, that's a person. Is kind of like the thought that pings in her head, and you'll see her kind of brush off with a little bit more haste. Okay. Rattel will kind of cover in, and I'm going to kind of. I believe there's one other kind of scene that you can see like the space in. I just want to make sure we're covering it here. So basically, he was kind of like near the device that's controlling the auto tooler when you caught him, and so he's kind of still there when you kind of move in on him. Do you have your pistol drawn on him or no, Riff?
I don't at the moment.
Okay, Riff. Rattel behind you does kind of move into the room, and he will kind of keep a gun, kind of like his the rifle kind of pointed at him, but not directly so. Like it's down, the barrel's down, but it's kind of in his direction. And And then as those two kind of come in, are you moving into the space as well? I'll move us to the map. Or I will try to move us to the map. Oh yeah, I've got this. Activate baby, and then tokens. I believe we can just drag them and drop them. Hell yeah. Also, hell yeah. Super hell yeah. Do you see your tokens? They're showing up, right? Okay, and so like the door is kind of here-ish. You can kind of see it, right? And then obviously he's right there. Oh, sorry, my cat's being really cute. He dreaming.
When is he not?
He dreaming.
Cute.
Okay. Scene's yours. So, however you'd like to engage.
Yeah, I just kind of start walking in,
Okay.
and then kind of like, yeah, we're just here to pick you up, bud.
Pick me up? What the fuck are you talking about?
Just here to pick you up and put you in a car.
You're not with the animals?
No.
No.
No, I'm not.
Who the fuck are you then?
I look at myself. You don't listen to music much, do you?
No, not shit music.
Ouch.
I really hope I have to shoot you in a minute.
You
We're not supposed to shoot him, Riff.
You see him kind of like, fix his belt and kind of like put it full on, and he's like, "Listen, who the fuck sent you?"
Regina.
I'm not working with Regina anymore. I told her off.
Did you?
It's not her biz no more. Yeah. So sorry, Chooms. I ain't coming with you. I ain't going to go see Regina. And about her product, she can go fuck herself. Animals kind of took over. A lot of shit's been happening down here with these goddamn fucking Valentinos and 6th Street gangers murking everybody around. I paid for protection. They needed the blockers. I handed them over.
I guess that makes sense.
That's
That
the
you kind of
sitch.
need them.
And I just don't have the time to deal with her bullshit. She's not willing to send anybody out to help me with my problems. She can go fuck herself. And honestly, you guys hang around here too long, they'll probably be around to fucking deal with you. Patel kind of shrugs. That's not the job. Sorry, guy. Looks at Riff.
Yeah, I mean, job's to put you in the car, so that's what's happening
He
here.
kind of raises his hands up. Well, I'm not coming. Which
And
has a
don't
double...
think I asked if you were getting in the car. I said the job is to put you in the car.
Do you walk over to him and accost him? Or...
Yeah, I'll start walking over towards him.
Okay, just give me kind of like a narrative beat as to like how you're doing. Like, what you're wanting to do here.
I'm more or less just kind of like leisurely walking towards him, and then once I get to a point where I feel like at the point that he's like, I'm not coming, Riff would have drawn his pistol, and then I
Just
just
pistol
kind of
whip him?
walk over with my pistol drawn and bonk him on the head.
Okay. Yeah, all goes fine. You kind of walk over to him, blast him on the top of the head as you kind of like make a grab for him to fake him out, and then once his guard's away from his head, you just clock him in the side of the head with glittering overture. Like the smack against the head causes a bit of blood to kind of draw from it, which kind of like catches on the side of the gun, kind of flick it off. But he drops like like someone dropped a bag of potatoes, right? Completely unconscious and absolutely immovable. Bertel will kind of look at him, nod his head, walk over to you as well, and if you kind of move your token, you can kind of see, you kind of create movement trains. But he'll walk over and look down at him, nod his head to Riff, reach down, grab him, pick him up. Look at the ladies and say, probably best we don't move him yet. Scope out the place, see if the product's here.
Remwood. Is this the garage door over here?
No, it's you're talking about this kind of fan thing, or do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like
Well, like under it.
that's like no, below it it's it looks like a door to like an office perhaps, or maybe a back door. You're not sure. But to kind of give you like an impression of the three dimensionality of the space, there is a second level that's kind of up
Oh,
above.
I see the ladder.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And kind of beneath that, there are a couple of spaces that look like they're door-ish, but yeah, there's really no. It doesn't look like there's much beyond the space, other than like upstairs and kind of in here.
Yeah, should probably check these boxes that are like back here
Okay.
before going upstairs.
Sure. And Bunny Doll, where are you checking first?
Since it seems like the most likely place where I would be able to find something I was interested in, I'd probably head up to the office space.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like this kind of. Hold on, I'll show it again. This kind of space up here. This looks like it's kind of where the office was located. All right. So, Riff, looks like you're kind of looking at a different direction. You're looking at the junk pile. Yeah.
Yeah, and check out the junk pile.
Okay. So all three of you go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh, that's cool. I was wondering why I rolled another dice, but it's because I rolled a 1.
Yep. And when you roll a 10, it'll roll a 10. Okay. And then, Bunny Doll, I think is the last one. Is it still not rolling for you?
It
There
just
you go.
wants me to confirm every time.
Yeah. Because there could be situational modifiers and stuff. It just, yeah. So you kind of move over to the office space, and it's very convoluted, kind of a mess, right? And there's a few computer terminals, data terms that are kind of present there. There's a billiard table. You kind of check inside the billiard table. You're kind of looking around at what seem to be like the most obvious places, right? Kind of, this is the most obvious place it would be, and then these are the most obvious places it could be. And ultimately, you're kind of spending a good amount of time just not really doing much of anything besides kind of moseying about over there. Good news, though, you can hear the very just pointless and fruitless endeavor that Riff is engaged in, and kind of shifting and moving stuff over in that space therein. Um, Rem, you kind of come over to these boxes and very quickly realize this isn't it. And you kind of look over at Bunny Doll in this kind of long duration. You see Riff over in that long duration. You're just kind of like, eh. You pop up and come up the stairs to where Bunny Doll is located, and there is a very, very holy shit off the board.
She went through
Through the walls. You come over to where Bunny Doll's located and kind of look around, and you would see that there's a secret panel in the northern wall, which would be kind of the western wall, really. But you're able to kind of pop it open, and inside you find space for at least 3 containers, but there's only one set inside of it. The container comes out, and I believe that it would say on the exterior, let me double check here, the name of the corporation.
Rugs.
Bodyweight Life Preservation Systems. And you would know that that is a very standard provider for immunoblockers, things that help with cyberpsychosis and the symptoms therein. If you pop the box out, check it. It's a cold storage unit, and inside, kind of like a cryo case, inside it looks like there's a full supplement of an advanced version of what you would know as immunoblockers. These look like they're very high concentrations of the drug in question.
Mm-hmm.
This appears to be one of the 2 weeks of supplies that he was supposed to be passing back into her.
Yeah, and assuming based on the conversation, he probably gave the animals the other week's supply.
You kind of, once pulling it out, you'd see that Rattel's kind of holding position with the guy, fireman's carry over his shoulder. Riff, you kind of get angry and like throw, something back into the junk pile, thinking it was like, some sort of thing that could have had it in there, and you just chuck it back in loudly and angrily kind of walk over to that space. Rem and Bunny Doll, you kind of have the case. It took a little while, probably 10-15 minutes. What do you kind of say down to the group when that happens?
Got one of the week's supply. Or is the car here?
Ratel looks up at you and says, "Hold tight," and we'll kind of move over to here very strangely. I'm in tile side. Okay, hold on. Learning. Move over to here and set Edgar down on the ground. And as he does so, you see him kind of pull up the rifle, look at Rip, and say, "Get to cover." And as he's doing that, you see shadows outside from like the lights and kind of the kind of dark evening lighting, kind of coming around the corner and entering into the space. While that's
Time to
happening,
move.
yeah, you can go ahead and move to wherever you want. And then the same will be true of Bunny Doll and Rem. Again, his voice is coming out verbally, but it's also hitting you in the hollow, so you would hear him pretty clearly. Do you two ladies wish to move?
Yeah. Well, oh my god.
Okay. Since you're kind of moving over in that direction, I'd like for the both of you to go ahead and yeah, you can only get like a full move, Rem, so don't go too far.
Oh.
Probably get into these
Shit. Sorry.
boxes here. It's okay. It's okay. New BTT who dis.
Apparently, if you are trying to move your token, it'll zoom out and just keep moving you off the board.
Very
So
weird.
don't do that.
The two of you can go ahead and make a free perception roll.
Okay. Perception. I'm making so many perception rolls.
Okay, Bunny Doll, as you come around that corner and you can retcon and go back to where Rem is located, there is a kind of sound of footfall on the roof. And you can see that there's an access hatch right in front of, like in the ceiling, right in front of where that fan is located. You feel like someone might be coming towards that access hatch and might jump in here in the next second. So if you want to backpedal and go behind those boxes, you're more than welcome to. Riff, as you kind of take position, Glittering Overture kind of dropped off to the side, looking like in that direction. You see two big fucking people, like massive, kind of just enter into the space. And one of them says, "Hey Edgar, where are you at?" Riff, you're in charge. You're the charismatic one, so Ratel's not leading. He's prepared to fucking go guns blazing if that's what you do. These two kind of walk in and are kind of like acting hard, like they're ready to kind of like, deal with Edgar and get their business done.
Yeah, I'll come up from behind the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're looking for Edgar too?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Riff.
And you see one of them kind of like, holding a pretty sizable... Oh, what happened? Switched. Okay. You see one of them holding a sizable looking heavy machine gun. And then the other one just like big fisticuffs. "We ain't got time to deal with your shit." And says, "Get the fuck out of here." Kind of points over her shoulder. Go ahead and go to your character sheet, and there should be a face down option near your reputation. Do you see that?
Reputation, death save. Oh yeah, it's that little angry face.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And I don't have any mods or anything on it, I assume?
Shouldn't have any mods on it, no.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's a pretty awesome face down on your part. I just need to see how on a moot sheet that will happen. Interesting. Concentration, I suppose. We could just roll that. Since my reputation is kind of... So that would be... Perception plus... Or so will. We'll go ahead and say that there's a 2-point reputation mod for being a heavy ganger. Okay. So, when you kind of like, have her kind of talk down to you, what's your response? Like a witty reply, kind of like a "I'm a badass" kind of vibe check in response.
Oh lord. Yeah, I just kind of be like, look, those fists aren't going to reach me from there, and neither is that big gun. So why don't you just leave before I have to carry your bodies out of here?
The big gunner guy kind of looks over at her, and she looks at him, and then she kind of just goes, "Move." When she says that, you hear like a loud kind of metal clank and then a thud from upstairs, which draws your attention for just a second. But you see her kind of when she says it, it's kind of like move, like kind of a bit scareder than that. So her team against, or her specifically, will have a face down penalty against the entire conflict as long as Rift's still alive. So she has a -2 to all of her checks. And then this motherfucker will appear up on the top. Okay, so one more thing. Rift, roll me a d6. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how you just roll a random dice. Oh, you nailed it. Love that. Okay, so that's for other things that are happening behind the scenes. Just want to make sure that that's out on the docket. Then we go to the combat encounter. And, how do the mooks not have an initiative button on their sheets? These sheets are so bad. I guess you just add them? Oh, here we go. Maybe? Utility initiative, go. Okay, so you'll notice at the top, and unfortunately not terribly visible on the stream, I can fix that. Hold on a second here. 100? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you can see there's an initiative block where she's been put onto it. Everybody sees that, right? If you select your token, up at the top you'll see a couple of like little tabs appear, and one of them is called Utility. You can select Utility and click on Initiative, or on your character sheet there is an Initiative button somewhere on there. I don't know exactly where. Off the top. And also, because of this ease of function, all of the individual enemies in the initiative count will have their own initiative roll. And then Rattel, of course, needs to be on the docket.
I am activating my Sandy.
Okay, so +3.
And my gunslinger perk, since my gun is out, would make me at 26. Doesn't matter because I'm still up front, but...
Okay. Sweet. I was able to update you relatively easy. Now, if you pay attention to the chart, it obviously isn't going to be a perfect one for one straight across. It kind of has that middle line, and it's going to the right. So you can see the next 3 combatants will be Riff, Rattel, and then the Bruiser. So Riff, you're up first. She's the one who was talking shit.
Yeah, and she's within 5 meters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, hold on.
So...
One more thing. We're getting the best at this. We're doing the best at this. You're doing the best at this. Oh, it's super loud. Okay. R word aside, let's go ahead and move it along. So, Riff, when you are attacking, if you're shooting her from your current location, the best way to kind of draw lines is use the ruler and then have that red ruler marked on your things. So if you click on your token to bring up your character sheet, and then go down to your gun and click on that ruler so it's red. You see it? Next to the gun, there's like a couple of little buttons. There's like a little ruler.
Oh, yeah.
Click that so it's red.
UV.
Yeah, and then now draw that line that you just drew a second ago. From Rip to her. Oh, it's not doing it. Anyways, it's supposed to have the DV calculation in it. Is it not showing that on your side?
No.
Hold on a second. Now it is, for me. Let me see if it's showing on... That's weird. It's not showing on the other side, but for me...
Oh, I think I figured it out.
Yeah, and it says DV13 pistol, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you can figure out the DV and then make the attack. So DV13...
So if you click on the... If you're in your character sheet, just for everybody else, there's a little aim button next to the ruler and the fist. If you click on it, is when it popped up for me.
Okay, weird.
Oh.
You don't want to have the aim selected because that's going to do a -8 to your attack roll.
Okay, so that wasn't it. Never mind. I don't know what it was. Then that made it work.
Weird, but okay. I'm able to track the DV decently enough for the time being. So DV is 13. They do not have reflex coprocessors, and I don't know if they have the. They do not have the reflexes.
Shouting head.
Okay. So yeah, DV 13. You'll select the aim thing. It'll be a -8 penalty. You're within. I don't think you're within Rio Bravo range.
I don't have it yet. That's my next perk.
Cool. Then yeah, straight roll then.
So it would be 15.
DV's 13, and then the -8 penalty was in there, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that'll hit. And then you'll click on the little. Yep. Okay. Did you have me targeted?
It told me I needed to, but when I click on her, it doesn't do anything.
Did you click T on her?
I did not click T on her.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't.
Now,
I
no
know
worries,
to do
no
that
worries.
now.
I apologize for not mentioning. So you see the reticle now, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then can you click on
And it
the
should be
lightning
6
bolt
percent.
next to the glittering overture there?
Yep.
And tell me if it says apply damage to targeted locate. Yeah, if it does it.
This damage will be applied to the following tokens: Riff.
Oh, no. Select her. And then do it.
I have her targeted. And then let's see.
Lightning bolt's a DM thing. Okay, cool. Hold on. Confirm. Okay. So then it applies the damage. Also the blood spray. Which is awesome. And you said you had an extra D6 on that?
Because it's a headshot.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a D6 for me.
Oh. Trying to get this thing to. Ooh, only 1 more damage.
2 more damage because it's for the head. So we're looking at a total of 38. So. Okay. Very solid. Very nearly killing her in one go. Actually, no, absolutely not. I don't know why her hit points are set to this amount. That's weird. Okay. Something about the move character sheet, I suppose. Solid shot, Riff. It'll go to Rattel. So on the initiative, you up at the top, you should have the utility options. And Riff, if you have your token selected, there should be a end turn. Do you see that?
Utility, only thing I see is initiative and make invisible.
Oh. And you have your token selected?
Yep. I have, it gives me my character's stats, skills, combat.
Wait, hold on.
Here.
I need to click the begin combat. That's totally that makes sense.
There you go.
La. Hold on. But why though? Oh, down at the bottom. I remember now. Okay, now do the thing. Check up for the utility. Does it have end turn? It did.
Yep,
and
I got it.
So now it's Rattel's turn. Okay, we're doing our best. Again, it's working pretty good.
This is the first time we've done this.
Yeah. So just to make it clear, I'm going to go ahead and just target the same one, and Rattel will go ahead and shoot his unity at her. Straight shot. And the DV was the same because we're about equidistant. I believe that's going to work for a body shot. We're going to go to damage. No modifiers. Okay, apply directly to bruiser, confirm. 7 to the chest. Again, no armor on these ones. They were just kind of simplistic. So this will go ahead and kill her. And I don't know how to denote death. So we'll just do that. She does not exist anymore. Boom, just shoots her in the chest and she falls to the ground. Okay, and then utility, I select my Rattel, and then end turn. and then it goes to her. She's dead. End turn. And then it goes to the guy who dropped down. Looking at the situation, he kind of sees that happening. He is going to kind of move there-ish. And I believe he is going to... Where did his gear go? Oh, there it goes. He is going to use a big pistol and shoot at Riff. I'm going to check DB. I believe that's going to put me in the second rank imprint, so 15. Bing. Ow.
Do I need to make evasion or no?
Yeah, so you see it coming. Actually, I would say no, you don't see it coming, because it's, again, it was secret. He was kind of hidden from you. So that's just going to hit. And then I am going to select Riff. Damage. Okay. And apply to Riff. Which does 0 damage because the damage did not get past your armor. Alright. Then he ends his turn.
I lower my armor by 1.
Did it?
It didn't, do I?
No, it wouldn't, because it didn't break
Okay.
your armor.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. Rem, situation stands. Guy with a big machine gun down there, guy with big handgun up here, lady with fisticuffs dead.
Yeah. Rem is going to try and sneak to over here.
Okay.
Still behind these boxes.
Go and give me a stealth roll.
Okay. Stealth, that is... Where is it on this new one? Technique, no. Social, no.
Audi. And yeah, if you're ever not sure...
Oh, it's bolded, okay.
Yeah. If you're ever not sure on one, you can just type in the left corner. So
13.
you kind of start moving over that way, and once you kind of breach past these boxes and kind of get to there, you would see him kind of do one of these, like look over at you, and kind of like lock eyes with you for a second as you move to the box. You're pretty sure the jig is up and he knows you're there, but you're not sure if he knows Bunny Doll's there yet. Okay?
Yeah. Cool.
Just
she'll...
movement, so you can still act if you want to.
Yeah.
You want to be defensive, you can take the dash action so that if he shoots at you, you can kind of narrowly evade it. You can hunker down because you're behind the boxes. Or you can run at him like a crazy person.
Well, I don't have enough movement for that.
Fair go.
So I think we'll be ready to run should he,
So just use
or
the
like dodge or
the
whatever.
dash action. So it'll give you
Dash,
plus 3
yeah.
to your evasion rolls, and the first time
Okay.
someone misses you between this turn and your next turn, you can move half your normal movement, rounded up to kind of move away from the shot.
Okay.
Okay. That would be your turn. So Elizabeth, hey, why don't you end your turn?
Oh shit!
Yeah, got her on the first one.
It's under utility.
Utility.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, perfection.
Nailed
Bunny
it.
Doll, you are up next. And again, you are still technically hidden, so if you want to make a stealth roll when you kind of bolt over.
I definitely do.
Oh,
I'm just trying to see how far I can get.
I just noticed something interesting about the scene. I gotta check here. See if I can update it on the fly. Configure grid distance. Each square should be 2 meters. I might have cheated you into a shot there earlier, Riff. Stealth-wise, you're basically the same docket. You kind of move past, but you get the the double take from him, so he's aware of your presence. Oh, another thing too, I want to make sure that you guys know, I'm going to show you with Rattel here. When you move, your first lot of movement will be green, but the second you get out of your movement slot, and he's got a really high move, it'll turn kind of orange. And so you won't be able to kind of move past your allotment. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Once you get to there, you're going to hunker down, dash, throw a grenade, shoot him on the run over. How would you like to play it?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
'Cause I can't do anything.
Okay.
I don't have any distance stuff, so I'm preparing to hopefully run, because I don't have enough.
Yeah, you'll take the dash action
movement
as
to
well.
do anything
So
else.
just as a kind of note for action allotments, run means you're just going to move double your speed. So you're not wanting to run. You're wanting to be on like the evasive, be on the ready, which is called dash. When they fire at you, you'll have +3 to your evasion rolls if you're able to dodge bullets, or melee attacks you can always dodge. And then if you do happen to have an attack miss you after taking the dash action, you can then move half your speed. Okay, so then it'll go to the guy with the big gun. If you've ended your turn, it looks like it has. He is going to unload on Riff, who is in cover. It is heavy cover, thick cover rather, so it's going to require 20 damage for him to kind of pierce through that. Boom, 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 boom. He hits the cover, and he will deal... oh, why is it not... Okay, there it goes. And he will deal... should be +1 more d6. It doesn't look like he gets through the cover with the weapon, though. I don't think.
Thick.
Yeah. Auto fire ×1 multiplier on that attack roll. It's kind of... Oh, I see now. I see. I understand it. So, bang, 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 shooting, and it's like hitting the car, breaking it up a bit, but not getting through. Riff. That is him. You're up next.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I got shot from over there, but I feel like I want to get rid of the guy with the big gun first.
Hmm?
I want to move over.
And if you kind of, like, again, the cover is kind of getting torn up a bit. If you want to move to a different car to get more cover, you can.
Good thought, good thought. Yeah, it's just within my movement, because this is... Oh, no, that's within my movement, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move over here.
Shoot on the run.
Yeah. So probably shoot him about, like, right here, you think?
That works.
Perfect. Let's see. So it's DV15. I am going to aim shot for the head again.
Okay.
I have it marked. It has it on here. Ooh. Ooh, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, so the shot goes wide and slams into the wall because as, like, he's shooting that auto fire, you kind of pop out in that, like, moment between the beats, and then he kind of drags the last few rounds behind you, which is, like, kind of a, oh, as you're running kind of situation, and you kind of get that shot off. It's more of like a throwing it out in the air instead of, like, actually aiming it downrange. You get to cover, though. You were locked in. Do you want to move in deeper, one over?
Yeah, I'll move in one more over, just to be a little deeper in,
Cool.
and then in my turn.
Rattel will pop up from his position, and he is going to pop open his arm and fire the projectile launch system at this guy. I believe that's gonna hit. Double check my DV. There's no DV calculator for the rocket launcher. 16 meters. Rocket launcher. I can't spell good.
I believe in you.
I've always have. Rocket launcher DV for 15 meters is going to be 15. She hits. So damage. That's not right. That's not right at all. I rolled a d6 for those who are curious. Bear with me here while I sort that. What the? Huh.
They really nerfed rocket launchers in this new update, didn't
They
they?
sure did.
For real.
I didn't even look. Okay, so I think I have to unattach the rocket launcher from being installed. And then I need to look at it in settings. Change the damage dice to 8. Close it. Reinstall it. Not changing his cyber or his humanity. And then I click the damage again. Make it happen. No. Okay. One more try. Animals Bruiser. Confirm. It's still rolling a d6. I am going to throw a fit. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Cheating to win. Not a crit. It's the same roll. Damage. It's okay. I'm just figuring it out.
Whoa.
Okay. Apply damage to token. Great. So, yeah, I'm going to say that he kind of takes the hit dead on and is barely alive. Basically, a lot of his flesh kind of peels off of him, and he's kind of very, like, seriously injured. Looks like there was a critical damage in there. And I don't think I need to roll it because it's probably not going to matter. Because I'm just going to say he's dead. Actually, no, I should... Again, we're here for tutorial beats. So this here, combat. Where do I roll a critical in? Critical injury charts. I remember seeing them. Injuries, critical injury to the body, and oh, I see, they're draggables. So then it would be roll, flat slung, and then I could put that onto the token. Aha! Yay! -2 to move, and it automatically adds the effects. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, got it. Then it would go to dead person and then alive person. Need to select Ratel and turn. Okay, select ability. Thanks everybody for being patient. Okay, got it. Then it'll go to the guy up top, and since he's kind of aware of these two over here, he's going to move around the space here. Kind of get here-ish. His first shot, he's going to fire at you, Rem. You can see that the cover is going to basically be in the way, so you don't need to roll to kind of dodge or anything, as he's not taking an aim shot.
Alright.
He hits the cover, and then I just need to roll damage and get over a 10 to blow the cover up. I fail at that process, so then at the second shot, he's going to be shooting cover some more, which he succeeds at doing. And then this damage will blow up the cover in front of you. Unless I roll... No, I couldn't have failed. Okay.
Damn.
So he kind of comes around, like, boom, and kind of fuck, boom, and like shoots these boxes. They're like exploding, and they kind of break apart. Inside, there's like metal parts, all that like, and yeah, Dunsky. It would go to Rem.
Okay. I could make it to him, right?
Yeah.
My movement 6.
Yeah. So for spacing, there's two ways to check it. It's always going to be double your speed in meters as the number of like meters you're going to be able to move. And then if you move your just drag over to the left and kind of like move like you just did a second ago, showing the distance. Like go towards the left though. Like just go as far as you can to the left from your token.
Wait.
Click on your token and kind of go to the left. That is the right.
Oh.
Keep going. Okay, so select your token and act like you're moving. It is what I mean to say. Sorry.
Oh.
See how it turns orange?
Oh.
That's where it starts becoming distance that's too far for a single move. That orange is run distance, and then if you go further than that, like a little bit longer, it becomes red.
Oh, the red.
And that's when it's
Okay.
like, no, you're not getting that far ever, even with a run. Sorry, I
Rad. Okay.
I kind of explained it, but I obviously derped it. So yeah, everybody good on that one?
Oh, you're good.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you can definitely get
So
to him.
she's gonna run up to the dude
Hmm?
and do a little rip and tear.
Yep. He's wearing like a leather outfit, but it's not armor. These guys don't have armor on.
And I just
Yeah. So it's a melee attack, so he gets to try to evade. The first attack is a 22. The second attack is a 24.
with
so
a preem.
evasion on the first one. Evasion on the second one. I believe he's going to miss both of those. So you should be able to click the damage next to both of those attacks. There's like a little red or like a little drop. Do you
The
see
little
that?
droplet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Make sure you click on him with T
Oh yeah.
first.
Click
to target
him and
Oh.
press T. Yeah. Thank you, Rip or Brent. Both.
Yes. No mods.
No mods to damage
Not
you.
an aim shot.
Right.
And then
Second one.
I don't need to target him again.
As long as it's got the reticle on it, you're still good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so 4
Damn.
and 4.
Those rolls kind of suck.
Yeah, you cut into him a little bit. It doesn't look like it's doing too much to kill him. And that is it. End your turn.
Yes. This is a new thing.
100%. I love it though because I can't skip you. I mean, I can, but I have to do everything you have to do to end your turn for me to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You kind of rush over the boxes, Bunny Doll. Mono Whip kind of flaring out, I presume. And give me your attacks. Don't forget to select him by hovering your mouse over it and then pressing T on the keyboard.
You'll have little arrows.
Yeah, it should be like a little reticle that pops up on him, yeah.
And then do I just select my mono wire from my character sheet?
Well, no, yeah, at the bottom there's like a 3-tab system. You see one that says fighting or fight?
Yeah.
Click that and then it should show your weapons in the bottom right corner. And then there's a fist next to the mono wire. If you click that, that'll be the attack roll. And I'm going to need 2 of them. Alright. Let's see if you can.
That sucked.
He can dodge a 5. Let's see if you can dodge a 5. Second attack. Okay, so for flavor, can I just okay? I'm gonna see if I evade the 10. I'm pretty sure I do. I have a +10, but I don't know. Maybe I roll a 1, right? Didn't. So just for flavor, you run across the box very confidently. When you get to that last box and put your foot into it, like everything else was pretty solid. It's just an empty box, so when like you hit it, you kind of drop down and kind of fall over because of like the box being empty and you stepping into it. And so the mono wire is like flaring around. It was supposed to be this really elegant like drop down attack, but instead it's like of you kind of falling over and kind of landing on the ground in a mess as the mono wire just kind of slashes about. Pieces of the cardboard boxes are like flying all over the place. Perfect. Then at the top, end your turn, and then it'll go to the guy with the gun, who is going to kind of move out to here. Riff, he's still got cover in between you and him. He's gonna auto fire though. Because bang, pow. Okay. So he just starts just unloading. I don't know why it didn't give me. That's weird. He just starts unloading into the side of the car, yeah, it's nowhere near to where you're at. So it's like just kind of like a quiet thud, 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 thud that's kind of happening over there-ish. You may think that you're on the opposite side of the car, is what you're kind of thinking, and then he will end his turn. Riff, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop out and then target him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna aim shot for the head, just because he already took a rocket launcher blast. And let's see, DV's 13. See if I fuck this one up.
You're not aim shotting?
No.
Yeah, that hit. And any damage will kill him, I think, at this point. Boom.
So that would technically be a critical because of my auto fire on my gun, I think. Doesn't matter, but
yeah, it certainly doesn't. And he will be dead.
I will move the rest of my movement up to here.
Okay. Rattel will go.
Hit the intern button.
Thank you. He is going to straight book it. Oh, I was just doing roll 20 commands. That's funny. Again, he's moving to here, up the stairs, and then to like here-ish. Again, metrically, he has a 14 movement, so he's good. And then I'm going to shoot that guy. I'm going to ask about, you can answer at your leisure solution, but is there a way to kind of like, when you're drawing a path, create like a turn arc, like create a kink in the movement? And I'm shooting hold control, I believe. Okay, cool. Just for testing, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Get used to it. So we started off there. Oh, it's still counting. Oh, God. Hold control and click. No. Hold control and let go. It formulates the thing, and then... Okay, I see. Cool. But it also... another note, too, is for your turn, it's going to keep track of your movement. So you saw it was red the whole time there at the last half. Should be good on that. It keeps track of your movement for each instance. So you can move over to a place and then move a little bit more. Cool.
That's nice.
I like that a lot. He is going to... Pistol in one hand, projectile launch system currently empty in the other. He's going to unity at this guy's... he's going to aim for the head. So let me select my target. And then let me create a DV check. DV on this is going to be a 13. So -8 on the roll when we get to it. Oh wait, cancel. Aim. Bang. Pow.
Fire.
What is with us rolling so bad? He shoots and misses. And he gets a... No, he doesn't. It's an aim shot. I could hear Zach Wilbur yelling at me. Can't take multiple shots with an aim shot, you cheater. She's dead. and I believe it is him up. So he, holding the big pistol, is going to point it at you, Rem. I believe you have the ability to dodge bullets, right?
Yep.
So he is going to try and shoot you in the. He's going to try and shoot you in the head. So if you are evading, here comes the attack.
Okay.
Okay. 2s are the number that we roll. Bang, misses, like completely not even close to your head.
He just like
100%, and then it will go to.
Did he also step in a box?
No, it wasn't
he
that.
must have.
It wasn't that bad. I rolled a 2. I keep rolling 2s. I think everything I've rolled is 2s. And another fun fact about that is during like a teaching and tutorials, Lucian's rolled like basically all of the 10s. But I think he's just taken all of like the possible GM good luck.
That's
Rem,
what it is.
You're up.
So she's basically gonna like duck away from the shot and then rip into him again.
Okay. And he will evade twice. First one, second one. He evades neither. So go ahead and click damage for both. Make sure you got the target selected.
I just untargeted him. Okay.
Yeah. You can keep it locked in for the whole fight if you're just focused on the one guy.
That's rad. Nice, nice. We like that.
Okay. All right.
Not the best, but we'll take it.
He's sitting pretty. He's not seriously injured yet. You're the only one who's done any work on him yet. So then end your turn, and I believe that'll be Bunny Doll on the docket. Riff, make a perception check while we are cycling. Okay. Alright, Bunny Doll, you're up. Going in with the mono wire. Alright, I believe that's gonna be better than last time. Double onesies. I dodge the second one. The first one we'll get through, though. Go ahead and click the
You can
damage.
spend a point of luck if you want.
Yeah, you want to spend a point of luck? You've got a rocker.
I mean, I guess so.
Okay, then those will both hit. Go ahead and click damage for both of them.
Big. Good call, Riff.
Do I just click the
there's like a little
blood button?
Yeah, a little blood button next to the attacks. Yep. And then there's no modifier, so it'll just be straight click. The little pop-up will pop up again, the modifier thing.
Yeah, no, I have my
Popped out.
Yeah, character sheet popped out, and it was trying to pop up that with my character sheet, so it was not actually like showing it to me.
Alright. And then the next one. Once we get used to it, we'll have it. I guarantee. Okay, so you kind of like tumble on the ground. You kind of like draw the mono whip in very suddenly so that you don't cut yourself into ribbons as you're kind of falling. And you hear like bang, 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 like a couple of gunshots happening around you. As you kind of get up, you just get up angrily, throwing the whip out again. You cut him in the lower abdomen and then cut him in the shoulders. And once the like whip snaps back into your hand, you see him just kind of slide into two parts as he falls to the ground.
Beautiful.
It's just like
I did shit. Cool.
You're like, fuck! I gotta shape up and show him.
Literally just zen. Shoom.
Or narrative beat, since it happened before the end of the initiative. Riff, you would see that Edgar has gotten up and is trying to move towards the door, but since you're easily able to intercept him, you kind of move over to him. You didn't knock him into a concussion. He was only knocked out for a short time. So you kind of just walk over to him and, gun to the head. And he's kind of like, oh, just don't hit me again. Fine, fucking, whatever. gun to the back of the head. Rotel looks at you two. Good. And kind of like looks around the area with the pistol. Good. You kind of walk back over to the immunoblocker case, grab it, head outside. Riff has got the guy kind of in check. Rotel also kind of like brings his unity up to kind of like lock in on him as you walk him outside. Perp walk him out into the parking garage. And you would see that maybe just now pulling up, or like as you're walking out, you can hear it pulling up, but you would see a kind of, it looks like a corporate car, very kind of like stylish looking sedan. And inside there is a woman with just kind of like mono black hair and kind of like a very simple drab business suit kind of look. And she rolls down the window and says, "Yeah, put him in the trunk." And the trunk will... And he kind of looks at you guys like, "The trunk?" And you assume that this is Regina.
You heard the lady.
Pointing guns at him.
The trunk.
It's like, you heard the lady pointing with the ripper covered with bits of the other guy. He goes into the trunk,
Step on in.
shuts it, and she kind of looks at you and nods. You see her kind of like flare up the hollow, and then you'd hear Regina in your hollow call go, "Great job. Wiring the eddies now. 500 eddies flipped to your guys' stuff, and mission complete." The cue music, which I'm probably going to throw on here, the end mission music they play at the end of Cyberpunks. I want to make sure that everybody had a... Again, there was definitely some hiccups. We're just getting into it, and again, I think it moved a lot smoother. We definitely ended a lot faster than I thought we were going to, with everything that happened. Again, Riff's headshot kind of gloriously cut out like a pretty substantial amount of the fight, to be completely honest. She didn't get to punch a single thing. But I think everybody did pretty well with the system. Obviously, we had our moments, but what do you guys think of the Foundry VTT from experiencing it?
I love it. Pretty great.
Seems cool.
Good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think system-wise, it's definitely going to allow for us to kind of do a lot of different things with Dark Skies that I think kind of align with what we were trying to do with perks and stuff that weren't really available options in Roll20. And as I kind of navigate the system, I think it's going to be a perfect fit. I do also have a couple of ideas with the map, and the interesting ideas that I have. One of them is, instead of kind of... One of the things that we do in these games is I kind of just go, "Okay, here's a job, and suck it up. You have got to do it," like this one, right? Like, obviously, it's something that you guys would probably do for a quick 500 eddies. It's not a bad gig, 20 minutes, 30 minutes worth of work for edge runners, totally fine. But I think what I'm going to try to do, either in this series or moving forward, is since you can click on locations, and I'll move us back to the map, so because I don't think we had a lot of experience with the map before it kind of before we figured out how to see the tokens, see the icons on there.
Yeah.
If you go to like any location and click it, it has like an openable, a journal entry, right? Hold on.
You have to click it like every time, it seems like.
I don't...
No, I actually got mine toggled on. I can see them all the time now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can? Oh.
Yeah.
Mine, I had to toggle back on again whenever we switched over.
Super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you click on like specific locations, like you can actually see that they have like a currently empty handout. There are a couple of locations that I believe Solution or I have kind of put like a bit of an entry in. Like if you click on Arasaka Tower, kind of in Corpo Center, and I'll snap ping you to it so you kind of know exactly where that's at. I think I can snap ping. Hold on. Yep. So if you kind of like click on Arasaka Tower, it has like a blurb, which I believe was taken from their wiki, and kind of gives you some information on it, right? And so my thought on this is like, see how there's like the bright yellow icon that's kind of like larger than the others for this gig? I'm thinking about putting them a little bit bigger than that so they're even more noticeable from like the map side, and putting a series of them out and going, these are the jobs that are currently available. And then when it comes to like organizing the crew, like, if this were the crew that we organize, before we kind of went into it, I'd say, these are the jobs that are available. Feel free to click them and check them. This is what's on offer. And then you can decide which gig your crew would want to do based on what the gig is. giving you
Kind of like a job board.
yeah, or kind of like in Cyberpunk, it's like your in the video game, it's like your journal, right? You kind of have the gigs all lined up, and they kind of
Mm-hmm.
want you to do them. The thing that I would be doing with it is instead of it just kind of being a list of a laundry list of shit to do that you have to do, instead the series would have like maybe more than um, the available number of series episodes that I would have before a checkpoint. And then once a
Mm-hmm.
checkpoint hit, not only would you guys be getting the downtime, but also the jobs would be cycling. And if you didn't do a certain job, that might affect what the jobs are on the next docket. Like if you're not working for Regina
Oh,
Jones, she might not be interested in working with the crews, right? And also,
yeah.
there might be requirements for certain gigs. Like this gig requires a specific like type of role, or requires a specific type or named player. So again,
Yeah.
I definitely think the availability of me being able to kind of put the map to more effect than just being kind of a this is what it looks like on Night City and this is what Night City
Mm-hmm.
looks like, and having it be something that's interactable and you can kind of see notations that I'm putting in. I think that
Yeah.
allows us to kind of open up the world a lot more in that regard, and also in mission kind of detail and orientation.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this VTT. I definitely have a lot of work ahead of me when it comes
Mhm.
to kind of opening it up like I plan to do. And obviously, we'll still be learning stuff and kind of figuring it out as we kind of continue into it as
Yeah.
well. Any questions for me before I pop off here for that, like would be VTT related, kind of related to the system that we're using now, so that if anybody has those questions in the future, they might have already been able to see it answered here. Nothing?
I
Not the
don't
time?
have any.
Okay. Well, if you do have any, just post it in the general in the Discord. And if you were watching this and were interested in what we're doing here, it's a West Marshall style game, Cyberpunk. There is an opportunity for you to try and enter into the Discord. Down at the bottom there, there should be a link, I believe. This Mind of Mine, discord.gg/this Mind of Mine. As long as you're not some sort of weirdo and you fill out the enter the Discord thing in a way that makes you look like a person that might link up with us, well, great. We'll review those. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll go ahead and end it here. See you not tomorrow. We're not running tomorrow. We will be picking up with the Call of Cthulhu game we planned in on Tuesday, and then I believe I don't have any current plans for games next week, but that might change. We shall see. See you then.
Bye.